In central Queensland, it's harvest time and one of Australia's largest citrus producers is putting its faith in a federal government workers scheme. The state's $100 million industry was dealt a severe blow during this year's disastrous wet season. Now Pacific Islanders have become a vital part of the workforce on a Queensland mandarin farm recovering from record flooding. Megan Hendry reports from Emerald.
Inside an old packing shed on a central Queensland citrus farm, the sweet sounds of harvest time fill the air. The voices of 80 Tongan fruit pickers sweep across the 2PH orchard near Emerald. It's Sunday and they've come to give thanks. Farm owner Craig Pressler is thankful he has a crop to pick. 8 months ago, record floodwaters swept across the farm, inundating most of its 300,000 mandarin trees.
That was the second time in a couple of years, so of course that's uncharted waters for everyone, seeing trees going like that and at a higher level. And also seeing the quality of the fruit. You've got to wait until the blemishes all come out. You can't just go there the day after and say, well, we've had so much damage.
The Pressler family have seen their fair share of disaster.
In 2004, citrus canker came to Emerald and all the trees were eradicated in 2005 and we replanted in 2007, and what you see here is what we've got now. It was all burnt and destroyed and there was nothing here. There was bare dirt here for 18 months.
It's hard to question the Presslers' resilience.
Well, I guess you just have to keep going. It's not in our nature to be quitters. We, I guess, face those things which are adversities every other year, it seems, and you just have to learn to deal with them and go on from there.
The fields are now abuzz with activity. Harvest began in April, and with just 2 months left to go, it's all hands on deck. The group of Tongans living here under the federal government's Pacific Islands Seasonal Workers Scheme make up over half of the farm's workforce.
It's been very rewarding to actually have that experience and have that relationship with the group, in that they've certainly come with the right attitude. The attitude has been second to none.
Petulisa Vayukiso came to Australia with a goal to earn enough money to pay for repairs to the school where she teaches.
Fixing the floor of the house of the little kindergarten. So I had a lot of money and now it's already finished. And my partner is happy in Tonga and the children are more safe there and they are happy.
Any money she earns on top of that will be used to build a modest home.
So we want to come to work for that opportunity. Don't let it go, just get it and fight for it and work with all our hearts to help to my little island to increase or rebuild our economics.
It's been a tough road back to production here at 2PH, and if it wasn't for this group of Tongan workers, things could have been a lot harder. The resources industry has sucked up most, if not all, of the available workforce in and around Emerald. So to the Presslers, these 72 men and 8 women are a godsend.
With all of you here and the assistance that we've had from all the other people around the area, it's certainly given us hope.
Craig Pressler says the continuation of the pilot scheme is vital for the future of the business.
The greatest impediment to the future of citrus and horticulture Australia-wide is lack of workers. That's the real key thing that we really have to try and make sure that we maintain workers and access to workers.
He says the Tongans at his farm have helped to strengthen his faith in the future of the industry.
They're after a hand up, not a hand out. And they're all prepared to get in and work and do the hard yards and commit. They just don't want someone sending them money. So it's win-win for their communities, win-win for Australian communities, win-win for growers in Australia in general.
The pilot program is scheduled to end in June next year. The federal government will decide over the coming months if the scheme will become a permanent solution to the industry's labour shortage.
And the real benefit for us will be next year when we can actually get some of these people back, and they're actually already trained and they're already skilled, and they'll know all the functions of it. So we're hopeful that can continue.
43-year-old preacher Totu Tavaki has a wife and 4 daughters to support back at home. He's been away from them for almost 7 months, but says his sacrifice will help Tonga rebuild its troubled economy.
I want it, and not only me, but the whole Kingdom of Tonga and maybe the Pacific region. They want it to still going on, not just end up in 2012 as it is, if it is not successfully.
He says there are thousands more Tongans lining up to be involved in this kind of work.
If they have a chance to come, I hope that each and every one of the Pacific people, they will make use of this opportunity and do their best so that the pilot scheme will go on and never stop, because that's our only hope now.
And the Jobs Minister, Senator Chris Evans, visited the Pressless farm on a fact-finding mission this week ahead of the government's review of the scheme.